27.4 million seniors are impacted. $7,290 to live on this year. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to share with you the details of a report that was released showing some staggering numbers on seniors age 65 and older, and also reiterating how incredibly important it is to raise Social Security benefits for lower income beneficiaries. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. First off, before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can, as well as keeping you informed of all the changes as things are happening very, very fast. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so, and let's get into it and talk about the staggering report, the 27.4 million seniors who are impacted by this. And again, I want to break all the details down because this is a lot of information out there right now, and we all completely recognize Social Security benefits need to be increased for a lot of beneficiaries. Every beneficiary? No. In fact, the statistics are clearly showing all beneficiaries of Social Security do not need a raise to benefits. Mostly those individuals that have a benefit below $2,000 per month, those are the individuals that need the raise to their monthly benefit. The person receiving $4,000 a month, no, they don't need a raise to the benefits. That's exactly what the statistics are showing. It's mostly the lower income people under $2,000 per month. However, let me share with you the details of this report here because according to these statistics and according to this report, a lot of people are unfortunately getting a lot less than that, and the numbers are pretty staggering, like I said, okay? So now this is focused on just seniors aged 65 or older. In fact, according to the most recent census data, they're finding that there's 76.9 million seniors aged 65 or older in the United States right now. 76.9 million is what they said, which, by the way, the entire population of the United States is about 334 million people, okay? So you can see it's a pretty large percentage of our population aged 65 and older. But here's what they're also finding from this report right here as well, okay? 27.4 million seniors are included in this. So here's what they found. They found that 10.9 million seniors receiving Social Security benefits, again, age 65 or older, 10.9 million of them are receiving a benefit of $7,290 or less this year. Okay, let me put that into perspective. Right now in the United States, the federal poverty line is $14,590 this year. Basically, what this is showing is that that $7,290 a year is less than half of the federal poverty line. So 10.9 million seniors are receiving Social Security benefit, 50% of the federal poverty line. That's really low, right? Remember the statement of the president a few years ago. He said no older adults or people with disabilities should ever need to live in poverty in America. Well, guess what? This is 10.9 million people who are seniors age 65 or older, exactly within the definition that he said, that are living well below the federal poverty line. 50% of the federal poverty line. Is that a little bit alarming? Yeah, right? That's a little bit alarming right there, right? That's a lot of people. 10.9 million people living at 50% or less than the federal poverty line with their monthly benefit. That's scary business right there, right? However, let me break down the other details. Now, what they also found is that the other, what is the math on that? 16.5 million people. So the other 16.5 million people that make up the total 27.4 million people receiving benefits are living at 200% or less of the federal poverty line. So if I can do the math on that, that'd be about $29,180 if my math is correct on that. So 27.4 million Social Security beneficiaries are living with an annual income of $29,180 or less per year. And like I said, 10.9 million of those people are living below or at $7,290. The rest are made up between the spread between basically $7,290 and about $29,180 this year in 2023. That's some pretty surprising stuff right there, right? Now, again, if somebody's living on, say, 200% of the federal poverty line of call it $29,000 and a little bit more than that, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, let's just be real. That's not like a ton of money to live on, but it's certainly more than 7,290, it's certainly more than 10,000, which is about what SSI beneficiaries get, right? SSI, $914 a month is the maximum. Over the course of the entire year is a little bit over $10,000 a year, right? So somebody living on 29 grand a year, it's not a ton, but it's certainly not like you're going to go out and do a bunch of cool stuff and buy a whole bunch of new things. That's not really what it's like, right? That's like, scraping by, but not really doing anything like super exciting, right? So we can clearly see almost 30 million people in the United States just age 65 and older. This is not even including anybody under the age of 65. This is just over the age of 65. You can see right here from these numbers, okay? That's a lot of people. 27.4, nearly 30 million people who are seniors that fall into this category. That's some scary stuff right there, especially over the last few years here, as we've seen massive inflation, mostly last year in 2022, and it's all carrying into this year, 2023. Now, obviously, we are, pretty deep into 2023 already, but there's still a lot of 2023 to go, and we know that these prices and everything that's gone on so far, last year, those high prices carried right into this year, and they haven't really subsided at all, right? Maybe a little bit on things like eggs. Eggs have come down a little bit, but other than that, what else has come down? Not really much, right? Maybe the used car sitting at the corner of the, sitting in the weeds on the corner of the street right there with the piece of plywood with spray paint with the price on it. Maybe that has come down $100. Other than that, that's about it, right? I think we've all seen that car, right? Like sitting on the corner of the street, the weeds are growing up around it, literally has a piece of plywood leaned against to it. Somebody took some spray paint for 3 seconds, painted the price on there a couple times, right? Flipped it over, painted the price again, something like that. We all know that car. I can picture a couple of cars right now that I've seen over the course of my life like that, right? So anyway, that's the situation. So other than that, these prices are still very high. And we also know right now, food inflation continues to go up. Shelter inflation continues to go up. We also know that healthcare costs are incredibly expensive right now, which, by the way, I'm sitting on a pretty big bill from healthcare. It's over $1,000. I haven't paid it yet. It was due like 2 months ago. My wife was like, hey, did you know that there's no late bills or that there's no late fees on healthcare bills? And I said, really? I didn't know that. And she said, yeah, there's no late fees on them. And I thought, awesome. I'm not paying it right now anyway. Maybe someday I will, but I should call them. My point is, healthcare costs are still very, very expensive right now, and they continue to go up. And we also know that healthcare costs make up a huge percentage of fixed income beneficiaries' expenses, right? So shelter, food, and healthcare makes up the vast majority of a fixed income beneficiary's overall monthly spend, right? So anyway, this is the detail of this report here. I wanted to bring this to your attention because here's the thing. When I come across reports like this, we've got to bring this to the attention of the people. We need to know about this stuff because you never know. You never know who's going to see this video and who might translate this information, because all it really takes is a couple politicians, right? Now, again, we don't have a whole lot of faith in these politicians because they don't really do a whole lot. But you never know. All it takes is one, the right one, to see information like this and to be, translated information like this, or to know something about this and to know, oh, wow, that's a situation. Let's talk to my colleagues, as in other lawmakers. Let's sit around and drink coffee for the next 6 months and twiddle our thumbs, and maybe we'll do something about it. Hopefully sooner than that, but you get my point, right? Obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you kind of see what I'm saying here, right? We got to get this information out. Anytime that I come across reports like this, I always like to bring it to your attention so we can see the real statistics and what people are really going through right now. And this is what the numbers are saying. So anyway, shocking stuff. That's pretty surprising, right? Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. I wanted to bring you the details of this report here so you can see what's going on and how 27.4 million seniors are being impacted. Now, again, these are just the numbers that they're saying. This is the data that they have. Are these numbers totally accurate? Well, we'd have to anticipate they're probably pretty accurate, but we can probably say roughly 30 million seniors. Just seniors alone. Not the guy that's 32, not the person that's 44, you know what I mean? This is just seniors, 65 and older. That's pretty big numbers. If we were to look at all of the numbers and every age range, basically, call it 18 and over, these numbers would be massively higher, right? We'd be talking, I don't even know. The numbers could be doubled. I mean, it could be 60 million people. we're talking a lot of people here, right? So anyway, want to bring this to your attention. Either way, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, have a good one, and catch you again later in the next video.